let's get into the 4 new ways WhatsApp Business can help you engage with your customers, right? So, what is the very first one? The very first is you can use WhatsApp Business for updating your order status. So, today's session is going to be more focused on, once they actually become your customers, once the people actually become your customers, how well you can use WhatsApp Business to converse with them, to achieve further sales, to achieve customer satisfaction and things like that, right? So the first one is for using WhatsApp Business for updating your order status. As I've discussed, there are a lot of features on WhatsApp which are for totally free, like labels and broadcast lists and features like that. So use those features and you can start sending your order status, the tracking links, the product photograph, or whatever it might be related to your product or service. It can be anything. Let's say if it is not a physical product, if it is an online product or a service or a training or a coaching, you can still keep them engaged throughout with the regular updates and feedbacks and things like that. Yeah. So WhatsApp Business can be used for updating order status. This I would give a apt example would be Book My Show, right? So I know it is the lockdown situation and you have not been able to watch movies. Yes, I'm a big time movie buff too. Yes, I'm really missing watching movies. But yeah, okay, things apart. When you book tickets for a movie on Book My Show, as soon as you book, there's a confirmation message given to you with the QR code and the screen and movie details and things like that. And also, Book My Show also gives you a reminder these days. If you have used Book My Show in the recent past, just before the lockdown started, they also send you reminder messages. Okay, your movie is, the day of your movie, and also 1 or 2 hours before your movie starts. So things like that. So Book My Show is an apt example to keep updating about your order status, right? What is the second way you can use WhatsApp Business? You can use it for reminders. Especially again, it is very similar to order status and reminders. As I told you an example of Book My Show, I would also quote an example of Make My Trip. And these days, all the airline companies, right from Indigo, Go Air, SpiceJet, all the major airlines that you can see, they keep sending you reminder messages about, once you have booked your flights, then again, once, if you add on some additional services on in-flight services that you get a message on, you keep getting reminders of, your flight status just before a day, on the actual day, and just before 45 minutes to an hour and things like that. So you can also use WhatsApp Business app for reminders, where you can again organize your customer database. Guys, this is very, very important, as I've already stressed upon enough and more in my previous Facebook live sessions with you all. So create broadcast lists, create labels, use all these features and segregate your customers, organize your customers in a very effective manner, where you can start sending reminders about their, products, services that I've bought. Or even if you're a service-based business, let's say they've taken an AMC from you, it can be an AMC for any electronics, or it can be as simple as, maybe an water filter which is installed in their homes. If you're a water filter business person, entrepreneur who deals and also does AMC for it, you can keep sending reminders, say, okay, your monthly service is due or your quarterly service is due and things like that. So that is very easy, and you can also give them an option to book an appointment and confirm the appointment on WhatsApp chat itself. So, as I told you, be as direct and as simple and approachable to your customers, so that it is very easy and convenient for them, right? And it's also convenient for you, right? So this way, you can also use WhatsApp Business to send reminders. And the third and the most effective way you can use is to get reviews and extended support. I understand customer satisfaction, after sales service, all this plays a very important role in any business, right? So what you can do, as I've also discussed, you can start using WhatsApp today to take feedbacks and surveys, because it's a direct approach. And when you do that, the accuracy of the feedback that you receive is going to be much higher than a simplistic, feedback form that you just float it out in the internet or on your website, or you just put it on your mailing list through emails and things like that. And let me tell you this one statistic, guys. Say if you're doing an email marketing, you would know that the open rate is very important, right? So generally they say if your open rate is more than 40%, you have a successful email campaign, right? So this is the general mantra, general thumb rule for email marketing campaigns. Now, what is open rate? It's simple. When you send an email to your customer and he actually clicks on the email and opens the email and reads it, that is called the open rate, right? So generally it's at about 30 to 40% is very good for email marketing. But in WhatsApp, let me tell you guys, the open rate in general is 70%. Right? And if you can utilize this platform in the right manner to connect with your customers, imagine, if you can really get to the actual requirements of your customers, your open rate will be 100% every single time. If you hit the right target, if you hit the sweet spot of, not spamming them, at the same time giving them the relevant information at the required intervals of time and at the right time, right? So keep this in mind. You can get accurate feedback using WhatsApp from your customers. Also, see, there might not be all good scenarios all the time in your business, right? There might be chances that, there's something might have got goofed up in the way you deliver, or you might have exceeded the delivery dates, or whatever it can be, right? It can be anything related when you have when a customer has faced a negative experience rather than a positive experience. Now, today we are bounded by social media so much that any negative experience that anybody faces, they just go to the Twitter or Facebook and just post, okay, so and so company, I bought so and so product or service, this is not good, you cannot trust them, blah blah blah, things like that. You don't want to get into the trap, right? And you really have to go and request them to take off the post and speak about compensation and things like that. My suggestion, don't even get into that trap. When you're connected so well with your customers on WhatsApp, you can also tackle some dissatisfied customers, because you know which customer is dissatisfied, and they, as dissatisfied customers, they will know where to contact this company easily, because they don't have to take the social media route. They can directly open your business chat and say, hello, so and so, maybe I purchased this product, I've got a defective piece, or it was broken in the courier that you sent. Just an example, it can be anything. So you can also tackle some dissatisfied customers using WhatsApp Business. And platform like WhatsApp, which has such a big open rate and daily active usage rate is so high, that is over 2 billion plus worldwide, it will help you reach out to buyers personally to improve relationships. So that is the, takeaway, which is just given, undoubtedly, right? And the last but not the least, the fourth way that you can use WhatsApp Business effectively to engage with your customers is you can also use for product or service demos. You all know WhatsApp. In WhatsApp you can send any form of messages, right? Be it text, video, audio. You also have the option of video calling and audio calling. Just remember to take that permission before you do a video or a voice call. And then you can also do a live demo of your product and services, especially in the lockdown situation like this, where you're not really able to travel from, point A to point B, be it within a city or from across cities. So use this platform, guys, but with prior permission and appointment from your customer, that if you can get them on a video call or a voice call, and then do your marketing, give out your product demos for free, and you're offering a personalized touch and a customized solution to the customer's problem, right? Great. So these are the 4 ways, guys, in which you can use WhatsApp Business to engage your customers online, right? So the first one is to update your order status. The second one is to send out reminders. Third one is to get reviews and extended support. And the fourth and the final one is to give out product demos. So these 4 are something which I have consolidated, and I thought, okay, this is of much more importance than others. But yes, you can use WhatsApp Business in a lot more ways. But I stuck to just 4 ways, which is general and common to most of the products and services, right? And let me tell you guys, marketers and companies, especially startup companies, are not fully utilizing this WhatsApp platform to engage with their audience. There is still a lot of time, there is still a lot of scope. it can be a game changer for you. It can, revolutionize the way you interact with your customers. So go on and be an early adopter of this particular social media platform before it gets too crowded and you miss the bus, right? So don't do that mistake and go on and start using this free business tool called WhatsApp Business and engage with your customers online and keep them happy and smiling.